Good morning. This is Thor Young with Bear Bull Traders, and I would like to do a recap for you on my ETFC trade. ETFC is going to be my one and done today. Love it when that happens. ETFC was on our watch list from the very beginning of the day. It was gapping down, has some news, the financials, especially the brokerage arena, feeling a little pressure today between the Robinhood wars and all of that. So we're looking at this stock, and really before the market even opened, what I'm looking at the stock for is Brian's infamous now rising devil trade. Basically, I know I'm a little bit more known for my triangles, but I've been trying to diversify a little bit, and more specifically, I've been trying to structuralize my day better. So if you think about trading, I'm really trying to break up my day into 3 trades, and at some point I would like actually to get it down to just 3 trades. I do have a max trade of 10. I can't take more than 10 trades a day. I'm just not having a good day if I've done that many trades. Even if I'm above profit target, it just doesn't happen. And I'd really like it to be 3. So what I'm thinking is basically I want one opening trade, something that's going to happen in the first 5 minutes. And then I would like a second trade that sometime is going to happen after the first 5 minutes, like 5 to 15 minutes. And then a third trade probably somewhere around 10:30 or maybe even 11 o'clock with an all done somewhere after that, because the volume tends to drop off on the day. Now, if my opening trade gets me to profit target, then I'm out and all done. So, and today is one of those days, and this is what I'd like. So, to detail the Rising Devil a little bit, which most of you guys have heard covered by a couple of the moderators, basically what you're looking for is a stock with a catalyst, generically a bad one, and it's going to be dropping down with a nice gap. Now, the thought process is when, after it's done making this downward move towards the open, and that's what you really want to see. You want to see a downward trend prior to the open, okay? You're going to wait for everyone to cover their positions when the market opens, and then when everyone starts, when the bids start coming in, you're going to go short with the bids, and then you're going to ride the wave down. So basically, that's exactly what this does. So as you can see here, we have this solid trend down. Look at the 5 minute. We have this solid trend down. Also, one thing that I really liked about ETFC is I like it when they're sitting below all of the moving averages. So, and I had a real clear moment here on my 5 minute, and you can see here, 36.50, and this is where I put my limit order. So what I wanted to do is I wanted to put a limit order out here because ETFC is going to go on SSR. So it's going to have to take a limit order and some good timing to get into it, but we can do it. So it came down here, bounced off of 35.50 and blew right back up to near VWAP, to this moving average here, which is on my 1 minute. That's my 20 moving average. Came up here, bounced off of that, came down, could not make a lower low here, couldn't get back down, couldn't even challenge this area, which to some is a sign of strength. But if you're paying attention to the level 2, you can actually see that down at the bottom, there are a ton of bids that were starting to stack up down well below $36 at this point. So it pops back up, and I go ahead and throw my limit order out and take it short, and my stop is going to be the break of VWAP. So I'm in at 36.50. My out is 36.80. I wanted to risk no more than $100 on this trade, so I went ahead and took 500 shares. And then it quickly broke down, and I got a nice 10% partial at 36.17. I took another 10% off at 36 flat, and then another 10% off at 35.81, and then I took 50% off at 35.50. So I'm going to run a quick one. I know we don't want these to be too long, but the reason I partial the way I do, 36.50, if you remember, was where we went down to here. That is a significant level of support, because it went right down to 36.50. You've got the psychological whole number. So I'm not expecting it to get through this area without some resistance, or in this instance, some support. So what I did is I took off a good half of my position there at 35.50. And in theory, depending on how the trade went, and how big my share size was, I would add back in if it pulled back up near my original entry, potentially. So luckily for me, that 250 shares plus these outs already was already enough to hit my profit target. So I went ahead and grabbed another 10% here, 10% here, and then I left a few in to run. That run actually got stopped out when it broke back above 36.41, just because I wanted to make sure I left 10 cents on the table for me to grab. Actually looks like it might be coming back down now, but the play is already over. I got the momentum, made my profit target, and I'm all out. No reason sitting in here, waiting for this chop just to, hopefully squeeze another $20 or $30 out of the market. So I hope everyone's having a great day. I hope you enjoy my trade on ETFC. If you did, please throw me a like. Don't forget, subscribe to the channel so you can go live with us. That's where I'm getting all of this information from. So hope everyone's having a good one. Thank you.